let's get this one started. Pistol round for map number 1 here on Haven. It's important that EDG, a lot of their game plan centering around, of course, Kang, we have to talk about this guy. We will be talking about him as well, but you know, he loves to op. Unfortunately, there's no loans in this game. You have to earn the money. So you want to get off to that great beginning. Incredibly slow at the beginning, isn't it? Just
yeah, very.
Really making sure that nobody oversteps themselves.
Howdong using that smoke twice in the same place there just to deny short information. Safe loves playing in those kind of spots, but Team Liquid have gambled that it's going to be a B hit. Now as the drone comes down over towards A, you see a migration.
Yeah, starting to shore up.
Trailblazer, though, doesn't see anything.
It clears down. Wow, okay, Kang was just contacting all the way. Flash through. Enough Liquid players, though, onto the site that...
Yeah, they bailed. I mean, that was a stun recon combo, and Team Liquid were able to just fend it off in terms of sheer bodies. EDG, though, leaving nobody in this spot. Maybe to stop a reclear or possibly to have people go back in this direction, but the spike looks like it's heading rapidly over towards C. Nobody now becomes alert.
So many contact players. I mean, nobody's just lurking his way up there. That's the Sova spotted, honestly. That's going to keep a bunch of Team Liquid players just tethered to this A site, because they're like, why would your initiator be lurking in this scenario?
But it's kind of got EDG into a decent spot. They're in a 4v5, but they get a plant down here, aware of the nanoswarm. And I think now with a player down, you usually are looking to make some level of an aggressive play. They have that fault line recon dart back online. It's what this composition relies on so heavily.
Smog is holding his own stun here. First sign of util that gets used. We're going to let this one rip. What's he waiting for? Stun, flash, there it is. Lets loose his own. That's going to be pushing him back. Time's starting to really become a bit of a problem now. Team Liquid need to get a move on. They need to land these shots here. Cross stuff, lined up. And with the pistols, it's all guns, isn't it?
I do like to play that kind of style. Cut noise, go for a repop into a site.
One enemy remaining.
Liquid there with Rega at the helm this round, but keeps 1,200 in the bank for him to buy up an op later on.
That's exactly what that indicates. Deep smoke into lobby. Familiar beginnings to the start of this. No one on the EDG willing to, again, overstep themselves towards a lobby. They're just willing to play it slow at the beginning, and now they're going to be droning again. Look at how far back that is. All the way close to the corner. Will it clear anybody? It does get the tag onto Save. He has to back away, needs a flash as well to just get around the corner. While all this is happening, the rest of Team Liquid also going for a bit of exploration, seeing if they can catch one of those cheeky kills, but...
In the grand finals and all throughout playoffs, actually, these were some of the most dangerous rounds for Team Liquid's opponents. Nats with the Ghost just looked absolutely different. So even though you might just be thinking, yeah, of course, plain sailing for EDG, this, I think, will be a good way of kind of starting out utterly flawless. Hey, we sort of go for a lobby pressure this round. But you see how far back the drone is being used. You called it out, Brent. I think that's because they're anticipating Safe and Soulcast being pushed up like that over towards A-Lobby. And a slow tempo to begin.
Deep cam to mid. He's going to be watching for any exploration. Doesn't actually catch the close corner, if anybody from Liquid did push out of double doors, but we can see on our screens these setups. Not as likely.
Soulcast has used both of his flashes for Safe to get information. Safe is fairly confident there's nobody short right now, although he's given it another little check. Now as the cage goes up, he's in a bit of a difficult spot. This is again where nobody's been using his drone previously.
Yeah.
See what the util looks like now.
Doesn't have anybody else to play with him though, and here we go, Smoggy holding some util. It's just a corner check, shoulder check, there it is. Kill found, cannot get out of there. Dug himself into a bit of a hole.
But look, EDG not accelerating. And Liquid not over-rotating either, though Yampy does come to try and support Soulcast. EDG are just backing up. I mean, look at the lurk from Shichu. Quite reminiscent of the pistol round here, no?
Yeah, he's all the way up. He has a cage as well if he wanted to block off that sightline angle from where the turret is, but he's just going to hold C long.
Guiding light out from Soulcast. Does not see anything A long whatsoever, so now they read it. You see Redgar sprinting his way over to C. What does the timing look like? It looks like EDG are going to be able to get in.
20 seconds. I mean, yeah, they do get themselves into the site. What's the attempt and what's the call from Liquid? Players are only just starting to get into position. Do they want to try and flood in? Plants down. Too much to offset it. Kang. So locking that one down. It's a flash play. Lovely angle on that one. Doesn't actually det it though. Just forces a couple of these lines and a The angle's here. Soulcast with the rifle, resetting. Chichudo cleaned up and traded.
Had the better weaponry, and that is going to do some serious economical damage. Oh, wow. They knew that Safe was there, and I'm sure they would have continued to chase, but the fact he doesn't even manage to get out with a dash.
So that gun advantage. EDG not running away with a bonus round here, but this is a heavy A play from EDG. Real disrespectful. They've been playing this so slow off the rip now, but this time just taking all that space on A long.
Safe is playing another kind of one-and-done spot, though. He's relying on his dash and maybe a Trailblazer to bail him out in these kind of spots.
Does have Soulcast with him, but it's being held. Drone. It's from nobody now. It's going to be clear and close. That means the dash is activated. Here's a stun, an attempt to try and play. Nope, just getting out of there. Once more, pump with a util. Trying to buy a bit of that space, but we're down to the minute mark.
This looks way more committed, though, from EDG. They don't have any lurks on the other side of the map.
Flash into the corner, listening for footsteps just in case they are still there. May have heard one player move. Here's the dog being used now. Bit of re-clearance. Soulcast also has Seekers, but here we go. Go button is pressed. That's a fault line. Paranoia, flash, and the dash is actually quite excellent inside the smoke. Kang is still safe, but he haven't cleared Sean. There we go. Soulcast is finished, but still players, they maintain the grasp. Defensive play, just crossfire. Yampy really just turning up here.
30 seconds left.
Choo. Last one standing. Players to try and muscle his way through. Safe.
It's Yampy this time that steps up. Wow. Gorgeous spray transfer onto Kankan there. It's a revenge match, but I don't think that'll really be what's on Edward Gaming's mind here. It's just about how far you can go in the tournament at this point.
Absolutely. Achieving that first win, making the top 8, those were the goals that they set themselves out to get with this tournament. At this point now, how far can they go? Haldong was talking about, the potential of revenge against Liquid after being eliminated. But these are new teams. Shock darts close, not breaking that alarm bot. Here's the dash though, over the top. Round the sides, and there's the right click. So Yampy falls, hands a rifle over.
They look very prepared for the areas that Team Liquid are going to be fighting.
This time though, shutting down a bit of a garage pivot. Players trying to work their way through. Kang falls the back and definitely aware of it. And that's tried to, again, adjust that movement backwards and forwards. And wow, while Redgar was smoking. Kang not wasting any time. Vacuums up the back of the site, and now he is a nuisance. Look at this guy, all the way towards the back, forcing out the seat.
Oh, the team flash
timing. With the flash, he was flashed up safe. He's alone here, has the dash, the updraft, the shorty! Claims the kill. Can he get the 4? It's shut down.
I mean, both Jet players making the play for their team. Kankan gets into the backside there. Yampy's got no chance of winning that. Absolutely none. They just predicted his position perfectly, but this play, to dash onto Redgar and catch him in that timing, beautiful. And then this really gave Safe a chance.
Double doors inside the cage. Has to use the dash to disengage. There was a lot of util being lobbed at him, making sure they can't get away with too much.
And there's the value of the cyber cages, for sure. It gives you that audio cue on when someone's actually pushing and contesting them. So everybody on EDG ready to punish that, and Safe decides to back up without even firing a shot. Here's that same kind of drone being used. I wonder if Liquid try and find timings to push up after they hear this one. I mean, there's a stun being held right now. Yampy decides not to use it.
It's been quite an interesting game so far, just in terms of the timings they're taking. I mean, it's been slowed down frequently, but you see those bursts of explosive play. Deep smoke all the way down, trying to fake like Kang does have his presence there.
They're heading into the op, though, and they have no drone.
Yeah, it's used very early. I think
oh, Safe's not watching
Smoggy's flashes, isn't it, that's going to have to push him off this angle.
Except he's not even there. He's not even on the long angle.
30 seconds left.
Here we go, right up close. And Smoggy survives on 1 health, almost getting the collateral. Here's the Blade Storms. Hop over the top, Safe. Let's try and make quick work of this. Shunt this before they can even get into the site. Rolling Thunder collects all of them, corralled up. 12 seconds remaining. Not a chance in hell of trying to get themselves into this one. It's a TP onto B of all places. Haldong, aftershock in his face, 6 seconds left. He has the spike, needs to plant it just in time, but it can be denied. A peek, an attempt to try and again play for it. Fault lines all over the place, just absolute anarchy.
Hold themselves and rely on Safe to deliver. This pick is good, and then Yampy immediately coming in and being able to deliver that Rolling Thunder stops anybody from pushing onto Safe.
Baited me with that one. Absolutely baited me with that one. Where did you want me to continue it? Something. It's not here yet.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted me to go with that? I'm not doing it. I'm not stooping to your lows.
And so this isn't, again, going to be a really slow round, right? So maybe Team Liquid are going to be expecting the tempo to be increased off the back of a Thrifty. Actually, Kankan's just going to be walking around trying to find picks.
This op is really going to catch somebody off guard, but it's revealed. First shot doesn't land. That was an important one, because now Team Liquid are going to be aware that they've made this purchase. And this deep push from Safe, all the information he's going to be gathering for his team.
This is one of the first times since the second round where they've gone for a reactive push to try and catch EDG.
Spike up close to the corner.
Off Redguard's contact.
Kankan has a dash, it's not active though, and yep, some sort of timing. I mean, they take the pop flash, but...
I think Soulcast just blinded himself and Redguard.
It's the bait and switch! Nobody! He lands his shot. Chev straight to the head.
What an absolute mess from Team Liquid there.
The drone as well to clear this one forward. Soulcast is kind of trapped into the corner. Rolling Thunder, a choice to commit it, but, well, Soulcast is stunned up, yet still stunned, lands it. Shot still there, over the top, trying to offset as well the crosshair placement. Howdong has really just, forced this one.
But also what an incredible recovery from Soulcast. After a bit of a whiff flash, being able to pick up 2 while stunned has actually kept Liquid in this.
That's his load up.
Safe is the player on the flank right now.
And here, on A-Long, needs to make best of the moment. Close to the left. Didn't catch it, but no kills going either way, and he's still got the dash. Goes for it, lands that shot. And there's a couple more waiting for him. Smoke at the feet. How does he want to try and get into it? Smoke, drop down, half onto the defuse. That's already in, but he's on 20 health. Will fall half onto it, over the top with the shorty.
Bizarre way possible, Brent. EDG won the pistol and the follow-up, and then 2 Thrifties. These rounds are really bizarre.
One enemy
I mean, the first Thrifty, I feel like Kankan went crazy with it, and now it's an op-v-op battle, though not going to start the round with that. Safe takes the standard line down A-Long as Kankan goes and watches towards Garage to start with, and then it's going to come back over here. Yeah, it's a bit more pushed up than standard.
Yeah, this is aggressive. I mean, Safe, he is that guy. Something to prove, honestly, as well. There's a lot of people doubting his Team Liquid squad. Making excuses. Spots the barrel, sees the shoulder, takes the shot, dash into the wall. Still backs away, but Smoke, yeah, not dissipating. Give the clean angle, wants to re-aggress onto this.
What a play by Safe.
This is insane.
I mean, he's just got back onto this angle perfectly. He's giving his team maximum information.
Not that close though. Exploration into mid. So the alarm bot dealt with. Nobody trying to hold this ground as well. And now he's worked himself into this lurking position. A cage.
The lurking Sova.
All over the place. Yeah, I mean, this is just adding so many different things into the mix. Trying to keep Team Liquid reeling, but player disadvantage now. A tap onto the plan. Howdong just trying to bait the utility, now actually choosing to stick it. And they've got themselves into that B post plant situation, a smoke.
I love this. Nobody just holds for Howdong to plant, and then Howdong gives him a smoke to play even further.
Here's the lockdown, and nobody does have the Hunter's Fury for it, but he's in a smoke, man. He can't play for this. He's going to try and take the fight well. Wiggles himself into that angle, jumping down, trying to double up. Nats covering it. So the lockdown was destroyed. This can play up close here. It's down to Chichu. Doesn't have that angle on it, but he's not watching for the bottom of mid. That's Redgar spraying down. Damage done, but not enough to claim the 2.
Chances to win even against top teams is that they just play the game very differently compared to what a lot of the regions are expecting. But you got to say, the player that's actually winning this line over towards A, they're giving him ultimate responsibility of holding C all on his own or A all on his own. And it gives the rest of Liquid all the freedom.
Player like Safe as well. You got to think he's coming into this matchup. Everybody's gassing up the whole Kankan versus Safe matchup with the duelists. Safe is a player who's been popping off, honestly, the entirety of the EMEA season.
Yeah.
He's been dominant.
He's been hard carrying Liquid in a lot of the situations. Probably not, you would say, the Grand Finals, which is their biggest win. But throughout the rest of the season, Safe was the guy. And he's supported Redguard to get into a very deep position over towards C, which again allows Team Liquid to stack over towards the middle of the map and towards A. They have chances of being able to play a Flood retake here off the Seekers. See what they decide to go for.
Dash into the back spam from the Heaven location. I know the Yampi's up there. They do have access to the site. Anything to push this back.
So it's going to be a set retake from Team Liquid. Redgar could have met up with the rest of his team using that Omen ult, and instead he's going on a very slow flank here.
All the way through. I mean, he does have 1 TP to navigate this trip as well that's on the flank. We'll see if he chooses to do so.
Chichu can hear it though if he uses it, surely.
Yeah, TP's across. I think that is heard by Chichu. It's an important fight again. It's on two different fronts. Safe already jumping all the way down, close to the corner. Chichu captures Redguard when he was trying to make the play. Flash and backing away. Team Liquid already make the call. Discipline to back away from this when they realize it's a lost cause. Oh.
Can get him punished. Yeah, there's another round that's just a bit of a misread, I think, from Liquid. You know, the overall game plan from them is to have Safe providing them huge information so that they can make the right reads. And this time, 3 players around the B area, playing retake A really without any major ultimates with which to do so, only the Seekers. I don't think that's
quite strange.
But they've pulled out some crazy stuff when it was required of them.
Yeah, it's going against those expectations of how you'd expect the game to be going at this point. It does feel quite bizarre. There's an early util that was pumped into A lobby. Trailblazers being used as well. Quite early on here by Solcas, just to clear out towards A lobby as well. Cam spotting out where Nats is playing as it push into mid. This is a double contact call. Paranoia, Hunter's Fury all the way through. Flash as well from behind. Nats holding down the fire. Buys enough time for Safe to also respond. Redguard playing up close, wants to take the fight as well. Just pushes right past it. He's eager for it. Kang still in the action, still in the fight, but the Blade Storm.
He had some good ones too, thrown in there. But when I watched him play in the Grand Finals, he's just hitting every shot. He's challenging like this, going for plays, confident. Forwards here too. They don't look scared of EDG.
It's necessary, I think. Like we've been talking about, a lot of hype around EDG, the firepower that they've got, the incredible plays they've been able to pull off.
There are 3 players in A-Long right now, but pings all over the minimap towards B. And I'm not sure what Haodong's cooking up here, but it's some kind of set pre-planned round from EDG. What is the play? They don't have Spike.
Trailblazer, I think spots at least 2 there, up onto A as well. This is all over the place, but...
And they've got nobody playing more of a lurk than I've ever seen from a Silver on Haven.
Safe. Does disengage inside the smoke. Oh my god, it's all over the place. Labored with the spray. Chichu claims the kill though, takes out the opposing Jet player.
And it looks like the idea there is to pull people away from A. It's actually triggered a reaction from Nats.
Yeah, and he's also pushed his watch though. That's 2 players. Still, Nats lands one of the kills.
There go the Nano Swarms on A. It's all down to Solcas and Yampi to make something happen. Yampi caught.
Util out. Solcas is pushing now. He's got his knife out, man.
How? As much as we're finding it difficult to find the read on the flow of this game, you can see Liquid are having the same issues. That none of the Team Liquid players had a clue what was going on in this round, and for good reason. Again, this is scramble. Who expects the Cypher Sova to be aggressively taking garage control to bait out A pushes?
It's so quite odd. I mean, they play different. Gaming have just been developing. And the sky's the limit. They achieved their goals that they set out for, making the top 8. That's where they are right now.
Starting the final round again, and Safe and Yampi are playing for a bit of mid control. They've spotted him though. And look, immediately, as soon as they know they're pushing Safe away from that spot, instantly pivot to A. I mean, the calls, the way that they're moving the map is really quite nice.
Haven't wasted time with it. Smoke's dropped down. Still with the dash, Kang. He's buying a lot of time actually with that Nano Swarm for the rest of the team to get in, because Team Liquid, they choose to flood all the way through. Haodong just TP'd right up close. Sinjoga will make a couple of plays like that. Chichu had the knife out. Definitely don't want to bring that one to the gunfight. Down towards short.
But I think, you know, you see the 2 Jets at the top of the screen. They've been delivering. I feel like the map, though, has come more down to who's got the read.
Safe. We see some aggression out of double doors, though.
Look at this setup in Garage. It's such a hard read. I think that's part of why the first half was bizarre too. Both teams so willing to stack areas on the defense. And it's not where Liquid are going to, again.
Yeah, so they're going to go straight down through into B. Dash now into the right side. Kang, that's a deep dart to clear some of it. He's just lurking this entire time. It was watched by Nats yet. Well, he falls. And they pounce straight out of double doors. 2 of the players colliding, collapsing now onto it, but positions have been flipped around. Team Liquid, they want to take up the extremities on the one side of the map. Safe has to be aware of it. Could be that flank timing, a stun into the corner. Shots rattled, only needs the 2. Solcas, he's got to hold his line. Towards the back of the site with the ghost. Tap, 6 bullets left. Cannot get the second. It's traded up to Redguard. It's planted for him. Out in the open, bit of a tap. Players are low. Just trying to bait out and hunt out a position. Red guy with that kill. Time really running short. Nobody needs to kill well. That's
Team Liquid in some of their most recent matches. It's a delight to watch. It reminds me of him running around playing Reyna on this map, back when they used to ban it all the time. That's a huge round. You think about this. EDG, 4 out of 6 of the rounds that they've won have come out of pistol, follow-up, and 2 thrifties. So Liquid really have been getting over the line in most of these similar situations, but I just said it, the thrifties have been big for EDG.
The Marshall purchase pushing forwards. Information trying to be gathered here. Safe making the most of it as a stun. His face, 47 health, drops down. Smoggy's in. Oh, this is going a little bit all over the place. It needs to be contained, needs to be watched for. The classics. Has enough been done? Can nobody clean this one up? 2 players left standing. Safe will go down to really like Breeze. He should be able to hear those footsteps.
Yeah, they can definitely hear him. Oh, nobody's going for the sound bait. He's faking like he's gone all the way through.
What will be watched? Plan goes down though. I think Team Liquid should just play this quite safely. They have a turret. Take contact of main. Nanoswarm as well. As long as Nats plays his life, it really shouldn't be winnable for nobody. I mean, does have a shock dart to clear some area of the plant, but well, it's deaded early, so not even having that option, that chance. There it is, has to reload because the turret took up most of his time. First shot going to be missed there by Safe. We'll try and bait one of the fights as well. Misses the first. And yeah, Team Liquid are really just playing this one excellently. There's a discipline, a wide swing, a wider facing as well. Just buying all that time. Let off the clock, 1 player left.
For Team Liquid. Are they going to play as slowly as EDG did? Kakuka talked about it on the desk, how the stats say Team Liquid are one of the slowest teams on attack side to get that first pick.
Yeah, the embodiment of that EMEA play style. A lot of the EDG players were talking about it, Along in particular. And style of play. Flash re-clearance now into Garage. Breaking the camp. Taking a bit of that space, even a Nanoswarm into the corner as well. A lot of util being used to clear close into Garage.
It's not a full commitment though. Not a C-split. It's baited out a bit of a defensive reaction from EDG. And Liquid are just prodding around the map. That Nanoswarm, great for getting rid of enemy Killjoy utility. Not so great when Shishu's playing Cypher.
Yeah, that was a flash re-clearance. Sure nobody's in there. Now Trailblazer being used quite far back. Angle watch for. It's back and forth.
Again,
Players still
slow.
From EDG.
It's been over a minute here, Bren, and Team Liquid still looking just to now recommit back through Garage, which they cleared earlier, so now they're just going to contact in.
They gave it up and they heard the flash, I think, so they're
EDG,
worried about it being taken up again.
They still have 3 players over here towards C.
Here we go. Dash is there, fault line into the corner, stunned up. He needs some help, but Kankan will not be receiving it. Where's the team to try and bail him out? Chichu's there. Dodge to the side with a flash. No kill. Found. Time running short. Aftershock to try and disrupt this plan. They want to flood right back into it. Where's the util? Just raw gun duels. Beaming them down. The clock just bled down a little bit.
So that major win condition of getting Kankan and Op on defense side is not going to be there.
10 seconds left.
1 enemy remaining. Spike.
Might take it towards a lobby. Flash corner. No one breaking the dart though, so nobody will pick up the orb. Get his ult online. Does Fury now around and available? Just in case.
And with how slow Liquid have been playing, that Hunter's Fury may end up being very decisive, you know, about 40 seconds to a minute from now. Having said that, Team Liquid are grouping up towards B with the spike as if they may want to hit here a little earlier than they did last time.
Spamming to see if they can catch some of this Cypher utility.
That's something EDG don't have to deal with very much in China. I think they've got away with running the Cypher comp because the other Chinese teams really don't prioritize that.
Same pathing from Safe. He's done that a few times now. He's getting spammed out by Smoggy. Lucky to get away with his life, but they do gain the sight as a result of it.
Hunter's Fury?
Here it is. It's being unleashed. Doesn't get a tag though. It's slightly delayed. Does clear out towards the front section of B, so his team can start to get back into it, but there's not really too much urgency from EDG, and now a call is made. So it's going to be a re-clearance through Garage.
Yeah, and a reflank through A short.
Still, this trip in their face, and it's being watched. Howdong's there. Has to expect a second. Was actually clearing that close corner, just ends up losing the duel. Here we go. It's all over the place. Util. 10 straight flying, walking, wading right through the smoke. What is that from Soulcast? resetting for it, buying time for Redgar, and he strikes back. Kang, it's a 1v3, time running short. Man's just contacting, walking.
Was slightly faster in their ability to get a B plan down. They hadn't defaulted towards garage, broken the trip. They just went for it. They went for it, they planted, and then afterwards, and now they've hurt the economy desperately of Edward Gaming. They need a Kang round from the Blade Storm. They need it now.
They certainly do. This map could quickly spiral out of their control. It's DG's map pick. Kang's going to be pushed up into the 4 position. With the amount that Team Liquid have been putting into like the slow attacking mid-default, trying to break a lot of the Cypher utility, it's a bit of a gamble. It's a good one. Because guess what? He might have some targets. They are slowly creeping onto his corner. It's a jump spot and a face by Safe. He was not worried.
He's been so good. Safe has just been incredible at finding these players in dodgy little spots and rooting them out.
Credit to Team Liquid there as well. I mean, Safe just had full confidence that he was being covered. He heard the jump spot, but he didn't, swap his crosshair placement over towards the middle area. They knew what their goal was, and it was to clear close.
I've got your
Here's a Seeker, used up close. Nobody trying to get away with it inside the smoke. Seekers are broken, but this time Team Liquid going all the way over towards C. Still, players towards the back. That's Howdong inside the smoke still. When will it be going down? Not too sure, but he's trying to play inside of it, hoping somebody walks himself in. Another smoke, drop down at the choke towards the back. Safe clears it. Adjustment with the aim of the team as well. They've got his back. Shorty out in his hands, might want to try and take it straight to them. There it is, there's 1B. One in the chamber left still. Nobody brings him down. Confidence trying to well.
Redgar looks so chilled out. He's taking a sip of his drink towards the end there.
30 seconds left.
The rounded on the ending. He's just like, yeah, all right, we got it. No worries.
Something to prove. A lot of people, the community narratives making excuses for Fnatic losing that finals. They got something to prove indeed, and well, okay, bit of an omen battle.
Yeah, that one.
What was Redgar doing?
Well, Redgar was just inside his smoke. That's Redgar's smoke. You expect that to be a safe area. I would ask, what is Howdong doing? He just ran in there, but he just acted like it was a Thunderdome and took the duel.
They're running straight in now. They're going to take the C site. That's waiting as well for the reswing. It's all being cut up by the dash in play. There's a plan.
Spike planted.
Salves into the post. Kang with a dash here. Flash not connecting.
Yampy is about to rip the ult.
Yeah, it's a Rolling Thunder right in his hands, but he's out in the open. His backside showing, mate. Pull the trousers up, come on, get on with it. Kang round the side now, using smokes to reposition. Spots it, potentially, one hit there. No, not quite, Nats, he's still there. Peekaboo, right round the sides. Doesn't get the second kill he was looking for. 2 players left standing here for Liquid. Players flooding in, but his timing is everything from Safe. He's flashed. It's a bit of a team flash. Soulcast, he goes down to Safe. Half on the defuse, updraft over the top. Howdong puts it down and claims the round.
Took down Redgar, which we'll see. Look at this replay. I mean, they get a stun.
Yeah, it's a stun replay.
But they don't know, as far as I'm aware, that Redgar's in there. I think Redgar must have teleported, and he's going to be taking it on a walk down C long. With the camera to start with.
Yeah, taking liberties.
Yeah, and that's going to allow Shishu to rotate off. But it doesn't really look like Kang's op is going to be the difference maker here. He's so far away from where the action's actually going to be happening. And Team Liquid, they dictate the place of battle.
You should run.
Again, it's the same foresight that's being put in by this Liquid squad. Lockdown here is going to clear all the way through to B, the backside of C. They can go in whatever direction they want. Wait it out, try and re-clear. Now, they didn't break the trip close. That's actually going to be catching onto, I believe, was that Yampy?
Yeah, Yampy.
So Yampy's going to be beamed down. Here's a Rolling Thunder. Attempting to play. EDG just pushing on every single section of the map right now. Kang with the operator decided to take that flank timing with still chance. There it is, hits the flick.
Spike
The wide
down
face
mid.
by Nats. Spike's been dropped down into the middle of nowhere, 2v5. Nobody doesn't aim to take another aim duel to give away their chances. This time, quite patient. Ping into the corner, letting his
30
team know
seconds
that
left.
could be a player close there, tucked.
He's right.
Certainly is. But despite drop down, there's 20 seconds left. Oh, the timing on that. Yeah, just looking the wrong way for it. There's part of the puzzle taken care of, but Kang immediately answers back and he says, okay, I'm going to flip the puzzle table. Not getting away with it, you're not going to be able to carry it forwards.
And Soulcast has no chance of being able to win this one. So it's so strange. That doesn't exist, but he's just doing it because he's used to doing it, because he's normally playing against Killjoy players, and he's not adapting, saving the Nanoswarm from postban and looking for a trip to break. That's just lost them that round. He said we had that on that day. They haven't played in a while. They're kind of cold, you know?
Yeah.
You might need a bit of a warm-up. Yampy barking in order to get into a match like this properly.
Yeah. Please do not repeat in my ranked games. Okay, Dog forwards into the back. That's going to clear out towards Gong. It's a stun in the dark, but, well, Smoke's watched for. Into the corner goes safe, and, well, the Aftershock actually didn't do any damage. He's able to get out of there with the updraft. It's a flood attempt into the back. Look at that crosshair placement.
He looks
immaculate. The precision from Safe. It's just sublime, but it's answered. It's met. Howdong's there. Guess what? Kang also on the flank with this up. Just getting a sightline onto it, a tap onto it. That's going to force Yampy to look the other direction with the Rolling Thunder, just in case they are on it. No kills claimed off of it, but Kang is taken care of now. Brought down. 2 left standing here for EDG with Nats on this reflank. There's the one. Chichu not able to get out alive.
23 kills. Absolute perfection in terms of the space that he's controlling and the shots he's hitting. And this one's gorgeous. And then their post plants are really, but they haven't got the kill just yet. Kankan maybe feels like he needs to force the issue. There it is again, Redgar punished. All right, Redgar, you need to chill on that one now.
Kankan's also going to be taken out. Oh my, swing through the double doors. It's your Cyber player who's doing that. All popped up. Gonna be giving them information at least that, yeah, now they see where Safe is on the minimap. So a bit of chaos just sowed in the beginning. Cam finally taken care of. Not even at the minute mark yet in the round, but it's a 2-player disadvantage. Anything's possible though when Safe has those knives.
And they give him a lot of space.
Yeah, he's just able to wade and walk all the way through into this.
They've given him respect because he's good, but that gives him more room to work with.
Howdong spots it. Here's the pressure being applied now towards C as well. Up, barreling through into C long.
He's running around.
Still a trip in their face. Yeah, it's finally broken. Backing away and regrouping with the rest of the team. So EDG actually did use that as a chance to try and get out of there as the tap comes through. It's a stun, a Hunter's Fury, just trying to flood potentially back into this one. Do they want to take a fight off of it? Gonna have to adjust it. No one's actually really getting into the sight off the back of that big ult. In fact, they've stopped it.
Wait a moment.
Yambi now, with plenty of time left, he's going to get that plant down after baiting out all of these key pieces of util, and Soulcast is definitely feeling it. Wide-faced Chichu, only the one before traded, nobody. Look, just way into the back of the sides. He sees the barrel. Sees the barrel, doesn't land the shot though.
Things are not going to get easier for EDG. They haven't played Split or Lotus at all. Oh. Most recently in China. So we have no idea what's going to happen map 2, map 3.
Spoken about it as much, but they do have quite a bit to prove. People making a lot of excuses for Fnatic. Using that finals. Here we go. Cage. Brought up close here. Still a trip in the face as well. Updraft dash forwards onto the platform.
It's so perfect.
Oh my goodness. And a flash and a repeat. Way to the side. They brought down 2 of them. It crumbles. EDG have to do so much here. You can feel it. Kang with the updraft and a knives of blade. Someone in one left in his back pocket. Yambi takes a swing of things. Why not? Push back. Nobody who was pushing deep. 2 players close. Round here. It's all on Kang and Soman.